Rodgers Baptist Church, let's stand together this evening and sing, "Come People of the Risen King." Come people of the risen King, divine to bring him praise. Come hold into your hearts to sing to the morning star of grace. From the shifting shadows of the earth, we will lift our eyes to Him. Where steady arms of mercy reach to gather children in. Rejoice, rejoice, let every tongue rejoice. One heart, one voice, O Church of Christ, those who join His morning sun and those weeping through the night. Come those who tell of battles won and those struggling in the fight. For His perfect love will never change and His mercies never cease. But follow us through all our days with the certain hope of peace. Rejoice, rejoice, let every tongue rejoice. One heart, one voice, O Church of Christ, Come young and old from every land, men and women of the faith. Come those with full or empty hands, find the riches of His grace. Over all the world His people sing, shore to shore we hear them call. The truth that cries through every age, our God is all in all. Rejoice, rejoice, let every tongue rejoice. One heart, one voice, O Church of Christ, rejoice, 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 let every tongue rejoice. One heart, one voice, O Church of Christ,
And we have much for which to rejoice. Amen. And thankful for our Christ who brings us all blessings. All good gifts come from the Father above, and we're thankful for that. You may be seated. It's good to see you here tonight. If you were here this morning, you know about why I've got the frog. And me and the frog have been doing some business this afternoon. And I've done a lot of, this whole afternoon I did nothing but inner eyelid maintenance. That's all I did all afternoon. Some of you don't know what that is, but the rest of you will figure that out. But and that's helped, and I'm feeling some better, and so I appreciate your patience with me. I know it's not easy to listen to me at any time, but especially when I sound like this, but I appreciate y'all. I just want to remind you that we're going to hear from our Alaska missions team. They got back a little over a week ago from being up there working with Brother Gary. They're going to give us a recap of that. We're going to spend our last chunk of time walking through our membership handbook. If you're a member and you haven't grabbed one of those yet, we've got a few extra copies up here, but I hope you have your copy with you. we're going to walk through that a bit, and then we'll have our prayer request time. At the very end of the service, we need to. There's a few business items that we need to deal with. We can't wait until our regularly scheduled business meeting. We need to take care of it now because it's pressing. So we'll deal with that at the end. That won't be nearly as long as it may sound, but we'll take care of those things tonight. Well, I'm going to ask our ushers if they will to stand. And I see back there Brother Ben Solange. Welcome him back. It's great to have the Solanges back from Albania. They've been in Albania for quite a while. It's great to have them back. I got to see you. Joel came up to the very end of church camp on Thursday. It was great seeing him there, and it's great to see the Solanges here today. Brother Ben, would you lead us in prayer, brother?
Before
with us this evening as we sing, Abide.
Amen. You may be seated. And I like the Alaska Missions Trip team to come up here and sit in the front row with Darren. And I'm going to turn the service over to him, and they're going to share with us what God has done through them up there in Alaska. Up there in that row right there.
Well, we're just glad to be here this evening to talk about this Alaska missions trip. It was a great blessing, and it was just something that Brother Gary had challenged some members of the church to come and visit him sometime and see the mission. And so I had been thinking that for a long time, and I finally decided, well, if we're just discussing with my wife, if we don't hurry up and get up there, he may leave the mission field. And as it turns out, he is coming home here in a couple of months,
Right.
3 months. So it's like, as he was getting older, as we know, Sister Beverly has had some health issues as well. So that was kind of an indication to go. But it was a great blessing to go, and just easy to tell that the Lord was with, just in, opening up doors for us. I do want to read something, from Romans chapter 10 real quick, and then we'll start the slideshow. But Romans 10 verses 14 and 15 says this: How then shall they call on him whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? And how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things. So we decided to take our beautiful feet and go to Alaska. And we did preach. And while we didn't see anybody saved, but there were many open doors, and we planted many seeds, and we're just so thankful for what the Lord did for us. And so the four of us, we dealt with flight delays and all kinds of things, but it was a great trip. And as Brother Kimmel said last week, everybody needs to take a mission trip. Yeah. And I say, yes, you need to do that. Whether it's, I want to go to Mexico sometime, so some of you are going to be blessed with that in a couple of 3 weeks. But just wherever, go visit a missionary, whether it's a sponsored missionary, one of our own, or not. All right, so I'm going to sit down, and then we'll start the video. Yeah. So this is the team that went, and of course we went to visit the Hamptons, and that was a picture of them, and this is all of us. It goes automatically, so just start it and let it go. Just advance it every 5 or 6 seconds. I set it to go automatically. Okay, sorry about that. Some kind of a technical glitch. We didn't test this out before.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Again, my apologies for that. Okay. Hold this. Okay, this is our team, and this is Brother Gary taking a selfie of us. And that's the only one we got of all 5 of us like this, so my apologies for that. So here we are, and we're probably eating lunch there, and then we finally got a good picture of ourselves in North Pole, and again, eating lunch. This was how we did this. We just drove everywhere, went to villages. And that's the thing. I can't remember all the names of the villages, but we went to these native tribes, preaching the gospel, going, as it says, go to the nations, go to the tribes, the clans, and so that's what we did. So here's the villages we went through, and these are just us witnessing.
You can see we just went door to door a lot of times, and we couldn't get too many pictures of us witnessing because we didn't want to make people feel like they were just being taken advantage of for pictures, but we were able to get a few, and we were able to have some really good conversations with people.
I think it was important to let you know that just walking up, Corinne and Gary opened a lot of doors for us because of their Native American heritage. And once that door was opened, then they were even more receptive to letting us talk with them.
And this just kind of gives you an idea of what some of the villages looked like. We've had people ask. We even took advantage of road work and were able to give this woman a Bible. She also took a ding dong that we had left over from lunch, and she was pretty excited about that.
Roads are a challenge because of the permafrost up there.
A couple pictures of Gary.
I think this is a time when Gary said, Corinne, you and I team up now. And we went to the door, and it's a little different up there. We met up with the lady who ended up being the chief of the tribe, and she gave us some really neat pointers. She said, well, it's Saturday morning and people are sleeping in. And if you begin visiting late in the afternoon, 1 o'clock, you'll have really, a lot of people will be up and out and doing things. So, and then she said, when you go to the door and knock, if you hear someone, come in, just go in. And that was different for me.
Yes, I never could bring myself to do that. But again, one of the blessings there was that, Gary had told us, the tribal people they'll see white faces, they won't talk to you. They did. That was one of the things about these villages. The people did. They respected us and talked to us and listened to us.
And we spent a lot of time in the van. Have we mentioned that? But we got to see some beautiful country as we were driving around everywhere.
And we talked a lot.
Yes.
Which was really nice. We talked about all sorts of topics, and it was great. And time passed. That's the Alaska place.
There's Jimmy's place of work before he retired. Well, before he moved to Texas.
I think this is at the Sutherlands. When they build their new house, this is what the windows are going to look out and see. So
This little guy was so cute because we've been driving. And I said, look, there's a moose, but that's what I was going to say. Look, there's a bear. And he was hunched over on his fours. And I said, look, get your cameras. At that minute, he stood up. And I said, did everybody get pictures? And then he got back down.
Okay, this is not the state bird, but this is what we were warned about. They have big mosquitoes. Well, that was a mosquito that landed on the rear view camera of the car, and so Michelle got us a snap of it.
But as long as you're moving, they leave you alone. But it's when you stop, they swarm at you.
So this is called a purple lupine. What I found is that a bluebonnet is also a lupine. So they have the kind of the same type of flowers there that we do.
We saw porcupine. We saw, everybody kept saying, oh, you're going to see moose. You're going to see moose. Moose. And we saw no moose until like the day or so before we were going to leave. So Corinne went into a gift shop and she bought a baby moose to take home to her grandbaby.
Yep.
And I said, this is the only moose in town.
Yeah. But we did finally see two moose. Two females. One was a juvenile. We want to add something about Chino Valley Baptist Church because we visited there and we've been praying for this church. And Brother Sutherland went up there, a year ago or a little bit over. And it was down to 7 or 8 members, I think, single digits anyway. And the Lord has really blessed them. It's like Michael Sutherland was the right man in the right place at the right time that the Lord used to bless this church. Now it's a vibrant, this building may be small, but they're filling it up.
And they had just completed VBS with Illumination Station. They did it Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So Gary preached that Sunday morning when we were there. So, and this is out at the Sutherlands. Wednesday night, they had the service out there and just had a fire. And the kids love playing in that big old pile of dirt. And there's Paxton with, yep. It was just fun to see the Sutherlands interacting with all the people there at the church and just seeing how how blessed the church was from having them there. Yeah, this was not in Alaska.